एम आई ऑडिबल? आवाज़ आ रही है सबको? Can we start? स्टार्ट करें? देखो, listen one thing. Don't comment unnecessary in the comment box. हाँ, I'm here just to teach you. और ये फालतू के कमेंट्स बंद करना बंद करो, वरना you know what I can do. Okay, wait a second. Okay, let's start. So now let's see what is percentage increase as well as percentage decrease. Degrees. Why I am starting with basics of percentages? Because everything in profit and loss and SICI will also be related to this topic only. That's why I started with it, and this was left over in the classes also. So those two topics will be covered in percentage as well as will help you in profit and loss and SICI as well. Okay, let's take an example of it. Okay, let's come to a question first of all. Let's take an example to understand it. Let's say a person is there, his old salary is 800 rupees. his new salary is 960 rupees. Now I am asking how much increase percent was there in his salary. Tell me the answer for this question. Please answer in comments if you can. And please sit with notebook and pen proper. Okay, so everyone giving answer as 20%. So let's see how you arrived at it. Here the increase is 160, isn't it? Increase is, wait a second. Okay, let's come to this. 800 rupees was the old salary, 960 is the new salary. So there is a clear increase of 160. So in terms of percentage, the increase is 160. And since always increase and decrease is calculated in terms of percentage over your old value, so that's why 800 will be in your denominator and multiplied by 8, which will give you 20% as an answer. It was the basic one in percentage increase and decrease. Now let's come to next question. Just answer it if you can. Question is, old salary of a person is 900 rupees. He is getting increase of 30%. Now tell me his new salary. Answer it. Answer is 1170. Everyone is answering it. It is also a easy one. See here, listen carefully. What you will do? Here in this case, you will calculate 30% of 900, which is 210. Now when you add 210, you will arrive at new salary. So 900 plus 210 will give you what? 900 plus 210 will give you 1110. Sorry, 9 3 is 27. It is 270. So it will give you 1170. This is your new salary. This is basic way of arriving at 1170. Now I am telling you how to arrive at 1170 directly. What you did here in the question, you calculated increase first, then you arrived at new salary. Now I'm going to tell you how you can arrive directly at new salary using old salary. Now see here, tell me one thing, 900 is how much percentage of itself? 900 is how much percentage of itself? So the simple answer would be it is 100%, isn't it? 900 is how much percentage of itself? So the answer would be 100% itself. So now for new salary, what you did actually? For new salary in the here, what you did? Old plus increase percent. Increase you did, old plus increase. If I write both the terms into percentage only, so old is how much percentage of itself? It is 100%, and increase is 30%, so that's why I'm writing 30%. So actually it is 130%. So what it means? It means if you calculate 130% of your old value, you will directly arrive at new value. So what I want to say you is, when you calculate 900 and multiply it by 130 and divided by 100, which will give you directly 1170. Is it fine till here? Okay, let's take another example. Let's say question is price of a old price of something is, let's say 700 rupees, and price is decreasing by 20%. Now I am asking you new price of this product. So what you will do? You have old value, you have new value. It is a decrement of 20%. So when you decrease something with 20%, so it will remain only 80%. Now I'll be doing directly only. Here the decrement is 20%, so that's why I'm writing 80%, because 100 minus 20% will give you 80%. So when you calculate 80% of your old value, you will directly arrive at your new value. So here in this question, 700 will be multiplied with 80 and divided by 100, which will give you your new salary, which is 560. So without calculating increase or decrease percent, you can shift from old value to new value. So the conclusion is like this. See here. Conclusion is, if you have old value, so new value is nothing but 100 plus minus increase decrease divided by 100, isn't it? So in case of increase, you will be adding. In case of decrease, you will be subtracting. Okay, let's do the same question with another method also. This was method 1. Now let's do it with a unitary method. Unitary method, what it means actually. Unitary method means assuming values as 100. Assuming values as 100. So always start with old value. Always start with old value. Assume old value as 100%, because it's 100% of itself. So new value, since here is a decrease, so it will be 80%. And in the question you are given old value, so it means you can compare this 100% with old value. So from here 100% will become equal to 700, and the value of 1% will be how much? 7, isn't it? Now question is asking you new value. It means you have to calculate value for 80%. So 1% is 7, so 80% would be how much? 80% would be 7 multiplied by 80, which will give you 560. Got it or not? Tell me answer in the comment. Unitary method. So method for these first was the direct one, which was new value is equal to old multiplied by 100 plus minus increase or decrease divided by 100. And the second is unitary method. You can start with old value by taking 100, can take apply the increase decrease, then you will arrive at new value and compare the value which is given in the question. All right, I am giving you a question, just answer it. You know now two methods to arrive at old and new values and deal with increase decrease. Now the question is, someone's old salary is unknown in the question. Increase percentage is 13%, 30%. Tell me, and the new value is given as 910 rupees. So tell me what is a new value, old value for this question. You are given increase percent, you are given new value. Now tell me what will be the old value. Answer. Okay, many of you answering it correct, and it is correct. Most of you answering it correct. Listen again. How would I do it? I would tell you using both the methods. First was, I wrote a formula there. Old value is nothing but new value is nothing but old multiplied by 100 plus minus increase decrease divide by 100. So if we put new value is given in the question, so I'll write here 910, old is missing, and since here is an increase, so I'll be adding it into 100. So I'll be writing here 130 divided by 100. Done. So from here old value will be nothing but 910 multiplied by 100 divided by 130. So from here the old value would be 700 rupees. Got it? Now let's see it with unitary method. In unitary method, we always assume old value as 100%, and the new value would be, since the increase is there of 30%, so I'll be writing here 130%. But in the question, the absolute value which is given, that is related to new value. So it means you are given value of 130%. So now you can apply unitary method. It means you will equate 130% with 910. So from here 1% will be 7. Question is asking you old value. It means you are supposed to calculate 100%, which is 700 for this question, isn't it? I hope you got both the methods. Tell me in the answer, comment. All right, let's move to next one. Answer this question. New value is missing, old value is missing. You are given increase percent, which is 40%, and you are given increase, which is 800 rupees. Now tell me what would be the old value and new value for this question. Unitary method is easy. Answer it fast. Okay, for this question, unitary method is the best one because you are given already 40% and in terms of rupees it is 800. So you will compare this 40% with 800. And we always know that old is always 100%. And since there is an increase of 40%, so new value would be 140%. So it means you have to calculate value for 100% as well as 140%. Getting it? So from here you can calculate 1%, which will be how much? 20. 1% will be 20 from here. So now you are supposed to calculate old value, which is 100%. So from here 100% will be equal to 2000 and the new value would be 140 into 20, which will make it 2800. So this is the answer for this question. You can arrive directly at old value and new value. I hope you got the concept of increase and decrease. If you got, type yes in comments, then I'll move to next concept of percentage, which is successive percent. All right. So let's move to successive percentage. Then we will practice some questions based on these topics also. Then we will move to your main topic, which is profit and loss. Getting it? Now see here. Let's see what is successive percentage. Successive percentage means percentage over a percentage. What it means actually, let's say price of something was let's say there is an employee whose salary was first increased by 20%, then again it was increased by 30% after that. So tell me what was the total increase in terms of percentage. Tell me answer of this if you can. This is related to successive percentage question. Most of you answering it incorrect. Only Ashik has answered it correct. Okay, let's see what it is actually. I'll tell you 2-3 methods to do it also. So first method is, when nothing is given in a question of percentage, always you can take any value, but our best value is always start with 100. So here let's say salary was 100 in starting. Now it is increasing by 20%, which means 20% of 100, which is 20 only. So now the salary becomes 120. Now this 30% will be applied over this salary, not this salary. 50% will come only when you are applying percentage over this base only. But here for the 30%, the base is changing. Base becomes 120. So now this 30% will be charged over this. So 30% of 120, you can calculate, it is 36, isn't it? So now the new salary would be 156. So from here we can say from 100 to 156, it is an increase of 56. And since the base is 100, so I can directly tell you that it is a 56% increase. in overall. I hope you got it. Got it or not? Type your answer in comment. Okay, listen again. If will not get it after that also, watch it again. I said salary was increased by 20% first, then it was increased by 30%. So I am asking you total increase percent. So you will start by taking any value. Best we is always start with 100. So salary is increasing by 20%, which means 20% of 100, which is 20 only. So that's why your new salary will become 120. Now, second increment, which is 30%, that will be applied over this. So now 30% of this. 30% of this is 36. Which means after increasing 30%, your new salary will be 120 plus 36, which will be 156. So your salary initially before these increases were 100 and now it is 156. So the total increase is 56. Wait. So you can say it is 56%. Why I can say 56%? Because I have assumed value initially as 100. And any numeric value in terms of percentage for the base 100 is always the value itself. I hope now you got it. Answer in comments. Okay, I'm giving you a question, just answer it. Question is, your salary, let's say price of something is increased by 40% first, then it is decreased by 20%. So tell me, what is the final increase or decrease? Percentage. Okay, let's see. You will start by taking value as 100. First it is increasing by 40%. So 40% of 100 is 40 only. So it becomes 140. So after becoming 140, it is decreasing by 20%. So now the 20% of this, 20% of 140 is how much? 28. So now it is decreasing. Remember it, huh? So you will decrease this amount with this base. So it will become how much? 112. So from 100, you arrived at 112. So how much increase or decrease is there? From 100 to 112. It is a clear increase. How? In terms of value, it is 12. And since the base is 100, so I can directly say there is a 12% increase. Finally. Now let's see two other methods to solve it. Huh? Two other methods to solve it. This is the basic one. Why I'm telling you so many methods? Because in some questions only a specific method works. That's why you have to learn all the three methods. So now in the previous one, when I was teaching you increase and decrease from old value to new value. If increase was 30%, what you were doing? You were writing old multiplied by 130 by 100, which will give you new value, isn't it? So here also we will apply the same logic. Here the increase is 40%. So if old value is something, let's say if you have assumed it as 100, so 40% is the increase. So first of all, you will multiply it by 140 by 100. Then it is decreased by 20%. So now when something is decreasing, it means you will calculating it 80% of it. Getting it? So when you solve it further, it will give you new value, which is 14 is a 112. It means if you start from 100, you will arrive at 112. So here also you can get that it is 12% increase. Now tell me in answer, you got this method or not? Sumit, I'll take your issue in the next question. Now method 3 is, let's come to method 3. If you got it, now let's come to method 3. Method 3 is the direct formula. Direct formula is A plus B plus AB by 100. This is for converting successive percentage into flat percentage. To convert successive percentage into flat percentage. हाँ जी. Let's come to method 3, huh? हेलो। हाँ जी। भाई मैं क्लास ले रहा हूँ यार, तभी तो फोन काट रहा हूँ अभी। बकवास। हेलो। Okay, let's do this same question with method 3. So method 3 is a plus b plus ab by 100. It is a formula to convert any successive percentage to successive percentage into flat percentage, two basically. So you can treat any of the percentage as a and any of them as b. So the formula when you apply, since the question is giving you increase, so you will write 20 plus 20, 30 plus 20 into 30 divided by 100. So it is 50 plus 6, which will give you 56 percentage. Got this method 3 formula or not? Answer in comments. And remember one important point also, when you are dealing with increase, you will treat it as positive, and when you are dealing with decrease, you will treat it like negative. Now I will tell you how to use it. Now let's come to this question and apply the formula in this. Let's apply the formula in this. So one percentage increase and second is decrease. It means you will treat this percentage as positive and this as negative. So when you are applying this formula, you will, instead of 20, you will take it as minus 20. So the formula is a plus b plus ab by 100. So here you will write 40 minus 20 plus 20, sorry, 40 into minus 20 divided by 100. 20 plus, so when you solve it, it will give you minus 8, and finally you are getting 12. So it means 12% is the, when final value is coming in positive, it means it is an increase. If final value will be in negative, so it will be decrease. So I am giving you another question, just answer it and apply it there. All the three methods you know now. Question is, something is increasing by 30% first, then it is decreasing by 10%. Tell me final increase or decrease percent. Answer it fast in the comments. Fast. You have 30 seconds only. Now, I'll do this question with all the three methods. First method is start with 100. So increase by 30%, so you will write 130. Now the 10% decrease will be over this. So 10% of 130 is 13 only. So now the final value will be 117. So from here 100 to 117, there is a clear increase of 17%. This is using method 1. Let's do it with method 2. Method 2 says just calculate, add or subtract these percentage from 100 and calculate new value directly. So from old value, let's say old is 100. So for new value, what I'll write? 100 multiplied by 130% because it's an increase, and 90 by 100 because second is a decrease. So new value from here would be how much? 39 is 117. So from 100 you raise till 117. So there is a clear increase of 17% with this method also. Getting it? Now let's come to third method, which was direct formula, which is A plus B plus AB by 100. So from here you will treat this as, since it's an increase, so it will be positive, and it is negative because it's a decrease. So you will write like 30 plus minus 10 plus 30 into minus 10 and divided by 100. 20 plus minus 3. So from here you will get 17. 17 means it's an increase because it's a positive value. So increase of 17%. Now let's take question of Sumit. Sumit is asking, if let's say price is increased by 20% and now it is decreased by 20%. Now tell me final increase or decrease percent. If you do it with 100, so you will do it like this. Starting from 100, there is an increase of 20. So it becomes 120. But now that 20% decrement will be over this. So 20% of this would be how much? 20% of this is 24. So now you will subtract this 24 from this. So you will arrive at 96. So from 100 to 96, there is a clear decrease. And decrease is of 4%. Isn't it? If you do it with the second method, so you will write like this: 100 into 120 by 100 and multiply it by 80 by 100 for new value. So the new value from here would be 12 8s are 96. So if you already taken old value as 100, so new value is 96. So from here you can say that there is a minus 4%. It means decrease of 4%. Now let's do it with method 3, which was formula A plus B plus AB by 100. So the formula, when you put here the values, it will be 20 plus minus 20 plus 20 into minus 20 divided by 100. So now it will become so these get cancelled, and this is 0 0 get cancelled, so it is minus 4. So this minus indicates decrease, and 4% is the amount of decrease percentage. First of all, tell me you got it till here or not, then I'll move further. All right, so let's take question of Deepak. Deepak is asking a question. Let's take it. Question is, if percentage will be more than 2, how would we apply it? Let's say salary is increased by 20% first, then it is increased by 30%, then it is decreased by 40%. What will be final increase or decrease percent? So for this question, you will start with 100 basic method. First of all, 20% of this. So it will become 120. Then you will apply 30% increase. So 30% of this, 12 3 is 36, which means 30% of this is how much? 36. So it will become 156. Done. Now it is decreasing by 40%. So 40% of this. Getting it? So 40% of this you have to calculate. It is how much? 60.24. Getting it? So when you subtract 60.24 from 156, it is 95.76. So finally you are getting less value. It means there is a decrease. And the decrease is of how much? 4.24. अरे संजीत क्या बेसिक क्वेश्चन कर रहा है यार? Is it a question? You have to open class 6 maths if you are asking this question. He is asking quantity is decreases from 80 to 60. It was 80, it becomes 60. How much is a decrease? It's a simple question. 20 by 80 into 100. 25%. क्या है इसमें? Okay, we can do this question with method 3 also. Let's do it with method 3. Now let's do it with method 3. In method 3, we know this formula, a plus b plus ab by 100. But in this formula, we have only two variables. So how to apply this method into this? So we will treat it like this. These are 3 percentage values. First of all, we will apply the method into first 2 percentage. So whatever result we are getting, then we will apply a result with third percentage value. That's how we should use this formula if you want to solve using this formula only. So it would be like this. See here. First of all, I'll apply method between 20% increase and 30% increase. So it would be like this: 20 plus 30 plus 20 into 30 divide by 100. So it will give you 56. Now 56 is the resultant, so you will apply 56 with 40, which is minus 40. Huh? Remember it. So it is 56 plus minus 40 plus 56 into minus 40 divide by 100. So it is how much? 16 plus, sorry, minus it is 20.24. So finally you are getting 4.24, which means there is a decrease of 4.24 percentage. We might have done a calculation mistake in the previous one, I think. Answer would be 4.24. Okay, wait. 56 into 4. It is 224, no? Oh, wait. Let me do it once again. Huh? First of all, when you apply it, it comes 56%. When you apply between these, so it is 56 minus 40 plus 56 into minus 40 divided by 100. So it is giving you 60 minus 22.4, and it is minus how much? 6.4, which gives you decrease of 6.4. So the basic idea was how to apply in 3%. When you have 3%, apply in first two, then the resultant and the third one. Let's say in a question you have 4%, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So you'll be applying in first two, then applying in the last two, and will be applying in the resultants of these two. That's how you should use this formula. Now you got it or not? Tell me in comments. And the same question you can do with direct also, without taking 100 or that formula. For that you will be writing old value multiplied by 120 by 100, then 130 by 100, then 40% is a decrease, so I will be writing 60 by 100. Then you will arrive at your new value. Whatever value you will get for new value, you will subtract it with old value, then you will arrive at final increase or decrease percent. That would be answer for this question. I hope you got it. Tell me in answers. Okay, let's do some miscellaneous question of percentage, then we are jumping into profit and loss. These are examination based questions. Tell me answer of this if you can. Whatever concepts I have taught you, you can apply these to arrive at answer. Answers fast. Okay, some of you are answering it. Let's see and read the question how to deal with it. It's a simple question, by the way. First of all, tell me one thing. If in an examination maximum marks is 50, if you are getting 50, it's a simple thing. In terms of percentage, it is 100% of itself, isn't it? So from here we can say that maximum marks is always 100%. So in percentage, when you are dealing, if you want to calculate maximum marks, it will be 100%. Getting it? That's what I want to tell you. Now let's come to this question. Huh? If A's marks in an exam is 40%, he got 40% of in the examination, then B. Wait. Sorry. I got it incorrect. It's a increase decrease question. Huh? A and B. It is A 100. A's marks in an exam is 40% less than B. If B is 100, so A will be 60. They are asking you B's marks is how much percent more than A. So it is 40 divided by 60 multiplied by 100, which will give you 2 by 3, which is 66.67 percentage. Now let's move to next one. Just answer it. Huh? Can you tell me answer for this one? Do it fast. See here, you can do it by fraction only. It is 16.66 percentage, isn't it? Which refers to 1 by 6. Now a number is added to itself. Itself the number will be 100%, which means in terms of fraction it is 1. So when 66.66 is added with 100%, it means 1 is added with 1 by 6. So it will become how much? It will become 7 by 6, isn't it? So now when you multiply 7 by 6 with the old value, you will arrive at new value, isn't it? So old multiplied by 7 by 6, which will give you 700. From here the original or old value, it is 600. Simple. Now do this question. This is error based question. Error based. Question is asking, I am explaining it, nothing is there in the question. Percentage error, in the percentage error they are asking for. Error is always, first thing is this: difference between true and false value. And error percentage is nothing but error divided by true value. Now apply these to get the answer for this question. See here, you were supposed to multiply a number with 3 by 5, but you multiplied it by 5 by 3, which means this fraction seems bigger, 5 by 3. So error will be 5 by 3 minus 3 by 5. Error percentage will be divide by true value. True value is what? It ideally should be multiplied with 5 by 3 and multiplied by 100. So from here you can get that it is 25 minus 9 divided by 5 divided by 5 by 3. So from here it is 16 by 15 multiplied by 3 by 5. Sorry, we did any mistake here? Here it should be 3 by 5 because ideally it should be multiplied with 3 by 5. So it will become 5 by 3. We did any mistake here? Check it once. Okay, do it on your own first. I wrote formula. Do it. Okay, we did mistake that time. So error is 5 by 3 minus 3 by 5, which means error is of 15 is the denominator. So here it will be 25 minus 9. So the error is 16 by 15. And in the question, number multiplied by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. Ideally, (16 by 15) divided by 5 by 3. So here it will be 16 by 15 into 3 by 5. 3 5 times and multiplied by 100 for percentage. So 25 will cut it at 4 times, so it is 64%. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Sumit, denominator changes. Okay, let's come to new question. Apply it there. It's just a formula. Don't worry. There is nothing to get it in terms of concept. Apply this in this. See here, it is just to confuse you. Second line, by mistake it divided it by 5 by 6, or the same thing we can say that he multiplied it by 6 by 5. Now solve it. Question is correct. Just the language is different only. See here, the number was being multiplied by 5 by 6, but by mistake you divided it by 5 by 6. It means you multiplied it by 6 by 5. So error here would be 6 by 5 minus 5 by 6. So from here it is 36 minus 25 by how much? 30, isn't it? How much you are getting here? 11 by 30. This is your error. So error percentage is 11 by 30 divided by 5 by 6. So it is 11 by 30 into 6 by 5. So 6 5 times, and when you multiply it by 100 it will give you percentage value 25 4 times, which is 44%. Simple. Okay, let's move to next question. Now questions will be based on marks, examination based questions. Answer it if you can. First question. Aman is asking me why I reversed. When I write 2 by 3 and 3 by 2, when I multiply it, what I'll write? Isn't it like this? Wait, Sumit. What I wrote here, what is error? First of all, Dhatri read it. It is difference between true and false value. You are saying 5 by 6 minus 6 by 5. 5 by 6, when you subtract 6 by 5 from it, it will give you negative value always. In this question, there is, you can correct it. You can make it, I got it. What you are saying? Sumit is saying, in this question, I did something incorrect. So make it 5 by 3 and make it 3 by 5. Now the question is correct. Wait. Still any confusion? I'll revisit those questions again. Okay, let me revisit both the questions again. Huh? Let's not take any confusion. Here in the first question, I am doing it faster. A number multiplied by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. It means ideally it should be multiplied by 5 by 3. So it is true value. Done. So here the 5 by 3 minus 3 by 5 divided by 5 by 3. So it will give you 25 minus 9, 16 by 15 divided by 5 by 3. So when you solve it for percentage, so it is 16 by 15 into 3 by 5 into 100. So 3 5 times, so 25 4 times, it is giving you 64%. I don't think so there is any confusion in this. Now let's move to next question. Next question was saying the number was being multiplied by 5 by 6. By mistake it divided by 5 by 6. It means this line means they multiplied by 6 by 5. Divided by 5 by 6 means they multiplied by 6 by 5. Done. So it means ideally it should be multiplied with this. So this is true value for you. Done. So error is 6 by 5 minus 5 by 6 divided by 5 by 6. So from here it is 36 minus 25 divided by 30 divided by 5 by 6. Done. So from here it is 11 by 30 into 6 by 5. So 6 5 times into 100 for percentage. So now when you cut it, 25 4 times, so answer is 44%. What is the confusion? Okay, let's move to next one. Just answer it. Huh? Don't waste time if you are getting something. Tell me answer for this question. Yeah, I am saying difference between true value. See here, when I say difference between true and false, it means true minus false. It means false minus true, both. You will subtract smaller one from the bigger one according to question only. Now solve this question. Some of you are answering it is 500. Okay, let's see it. Question says a student scored 140 marks. What I told you that maximum marks is always 100%. So if question asks you maximum marks, you have to calculate value for 100% only. Student is getting 140 and failed by 35. And passing criteria is 35%. See here, passing marks in terms of percentage is 35%. Now this student is getting 140 and failed by 35. It means that if this student will get 35 more, he will arrive exactly at the passing marks, isn't it? So from here I can frame an equation like this: 35%, which is passing marks, is equal to 140. When you add 35 in this, it will be equal to passing marks. So from here 35% value is equal to 175. So from here 1% will be how much? 5. 1% is 5. Question is asking you maximum marks for that exam. For maximum marks you will calculate 100%, which is 5 into 100. So your answer would be 500 in this. I don't think anyone has confusion in this. All right, come to next one. Just answer it. Okay, let me explain you. Let's do not waste time, na? If you don't get it. Just read it with me. Huh? It says that student 1 is scoring 25% and is failing by 30 marks. How you should comprehend this statement is, if student will get 30 more, whatever he got, if he get 30 more than that, he will arrive at passing marks. Now second is scoring 50%, is getting 20 marks extra. So it means when you subtract 20 marks from this person's marks, you will arrive at passing marks. So from both the cases you can take passing marks. You can equate passing marks. This was failed by 30 marks, so when you add this 30 into his marks, so you will arrive at passing marks, isn't it? So 25% plus 30, it is passing marks. And from second case, it is 50% minus 20. Now if you solve, percentage will be subtracted with percentage and numbers with number. So this will go on this side and this will come in this side. So it is giving you 50 is equal to 25%. Done. From here you can say that 1% is equal to how much? 2. Isn't it? 1% is 2. But the question is asking you passing marks. Sorry, passing percentage. For passing percentage, what you should know? Maximum marks as well as passing marks in numeric terms. Or you can do from here only. Both are passing marks. So if you convert these numbers into percentage, you can directly arrive at passing marks. Passing marks on the left hand side is 25% plus 30. What we know that 1% belongs to 2 marks. 1%, read it carefully, huh? 1% belongs to 2 marks. So these 30 marks will belong to how much percentage? These 30 marks will belong to 15%. So 25% plus 15% will finally give you 40%. This is the passing mark. I hope you got it, huh? You can arrive at passing percentage without calculating maximum and maximum marks and passing marks. Just like this. Let's see again, huh? First I'll write 25% failed by 30, so I'll write 30. This is passing marks, huh? Passing marks, remember it. And in the second case, when you subtract 20 from 50%, you will arrive at passing marks. This is also passing marks, isn't it? Got it? Now, so from here it is 25% is equal to 50 marks. 1% is equal to 2 marks. It means 2 marks means 1% in this exam. 2 marks means 1% in this exam. Question is directly asking you passing percentage. So don't calculate maximum marks. Passing marks are this and this also. You can calculate passing percentage from either of the one from it. So let's say this is your passing marks. Passing marks is how much? 25% plus 30. Now what I know that 1% in this transaction belongs to 2 marks. So how much percentage this will 30 marks will belong to? See here. 2 marks will give you 1%. So 30 marks will give you how many percentage? It will give you 15% only, isn't it? And 25 is already there, isn't it? So you will add it. So finally it is 40%. So your passing marks in the exam is 40%. Got it? Answer in comments. Okay, if you got it in terms of concept, percentage is this much only. If you have, if still you will feel any doubt is there, you can message me in WhatsApp. Huh? Now I am starting topic profit and loss. Okay, see here. There are some basic terms, just understand that. And after that, we will relate it with percentage only and whatever we will solve in profit and loss as well. Okay, let me find a question of expenditure also. Okay, let's take this question. Sukrit is asking a specific question of expenditure price. Hai na? Okay, let's see this question. Read it once. All. It is related to percentage only. Okay, let's see here how to solve it. Huh? Let's not waste time. I know that you might be struggling in this. Instead of this percentage, later on we will solve it. Let's take it 20% to understand only how to solve these questions. Huh? Let's take 20% only. See here, there are three things: price, consumption, and expenditure. Let's take an example to understand it. Question says if a price is decreased, how much increase in consumption should be there if no change in the expenditure? What it means actually? What these three terms means? Let's understand within real life examples. Let's say you buy 5 pence. 5 pence. That is quantity. Consumption is also referred as quantity sometimes. Getting? You buy 5 pence. Price of 1 pen is 6 rupees. So how much you spent? See here, listen again. Price of 1 pen is 6 rupees. You bought 5 pence. So your expenditure would be how much? 6 into 5, which is 30. Getting it? Now I am saying you the price of pen is decreasing and it becomes 5 rupees. But you want to keep your expenditure same. It means you want to still spend 30 rupees. See here, if price is going down, so obviously, so this consumption, what would be the value of this consumption? How would you get it? When you multiply these two, you will arrive at this. To get this, you have to divide this with this. So here the value of this would be 30 divided by 6. 30 divided by 5, which is equal to 6. So here, which will satisfy is 6. Isn't it? So what is happening here? Price is going down. Price is going down. Expenditure is same. So the what will happen with the consumption? Consumption will obviously going up. Consumption or quantity, isn't it? Now, when expenditure is same, there is an inverse relationship between price and consumption. Getting my point? So what it means actually? Inverse relation. If price was initially 5, initially old price was 5, old price was 5, and new price is, let's say, sorry, let's take the example of this question only. Old price was 6 and new price is 5. So expenditure and quantity has, sorry, consumption and quantity has an inverse relation of with price. So quantity will become 5 to 6. Got it or not? Tell me in the comments first. Then I'll move to this question. Sukrit, answer. Comments. So conclusion from here is like this. See here. Conclusion is when expenditure is same, price and consumption or quantity has inverse relation. Remember it. Let's take this first of all 10%. Now how to solve this question? Now let's do this question with 10%. So what will happen? Price, you will write price first of all. Old, new. Let's assume old price as 100. So your price is decreasing by 10% and expenditure is no change. That's why we will apply this method, this relationship. So if old price is 100, price is decreasing by 10%. So new price will be 90. So now since the expenditure is same, so what will happen with the quantity? Reverse will happen with the quantity. So if quantity initially was 90, now it will be 100. So now the question is asking you how much percentage the increase in consumption there would be. Quantity or consumption is same. Remember it, huh? So from 90 it went to 100. So how much increase is there? 10. And from where the increase has happened? Increase has happened from 90. So that's why 90 multiplied by 100. So your answer would be 11.11% for the question. I hope you got it. Answer in comments. So now let's come to this original question. Original question is this. A price is decreased by 12.5. Getting it? When nothing clicks, take 100 always. So price initially were 100. Now it is 112.5. So quantity, what will happen with the quantity? Because no change in the expenditure. So quantity becomes 125 to 100. Sorry, 112.5 to 100. So how much decrease is there? 12.5. Decrease over 12.5 divided by 112.5 multiplied by 100. So if you cut it, it is 8 times. So answer is it is how many times? 9 times it will cut. Wait. Wait. Price was decreased, na? So that's why we have to write here 87.5. So it will become 87.5 to 100. So decrease is 12.5. So decrement in the quantity would be 12.5 divided by 87.5 into 100. If you know this is a fraction, this is 1 by 7. 1 by 7 refers to 14.28 if you have attended my classes. Now tell me answer for this question. There are only two concepts. First is expenditure is equal to price into consumption or quantity. Or second thing is when expenditure is same, it means price is inversely proportional to quantity. Just remember these two to solve questions of price and expenditure. Solve this question if you can. If you read the question with me, price is increased by 25%. They are asking how much consumption should be reduced so that expenditure will increase by only 5%. So what is happening? Is expenditure same here? No, it means this is not applicable here. Getting my point? It is applicable only when expenditure is same. So how would you do it? You will use this. What you know that price when multiplied with consumption or quantity will give you expenditure. Done? So now let's assume your old price, old and new. 25%. Price is increased by 25%. It means price initially was 100. Now it is 125. Getting it? Quantity, we don't know what will happen, but expenditure is increasing by 5%. It means what? If we assume something as an expenditure, it will increase by 5%. We can't assume it as 100. Why? Because it will be only 105 in that case. So we have to assume it any power of 10. Let's assume it like 1000. It is increasing by 5%. So 5% of 1000 is 10. 50 is the 5%, so it will become 1050. Now see here closely. Quantity, how we can get? By dividing expenditure from pies, we can get old quantity as well as new quantity. So your old quantity will be how much? 1000 divided by 100, which is 10. And here the old quantity will be 1050 divided by 125. So you can solve it further. $25 5 times, 25 4 times, and 2 times. So your new quantity is 8.4. So old quantity was 10, new quantity is this. So how much decrease is there in the quantity? There is decrease of 1.6. From 10 it decreased by 1.6. So in percentage it would be 1.6 divided by 10 into 100, which will give you 16%. Now tell me you got it or not. Comment, please comment. How would I know that you got it or not? Or should I move ahead or not? Okay, let's move to profit and loss now. It is done in terms of percentage. There are some fixed terms in this: cost price, selling price, profit, loss, discount, profit percentage, loss percent, mark price, list price, gain, markup. These are the terms used in profit and loss. Some of you might be aware about the terms. Let's see one by one. Cost price at which you purchase something. Selling price is at which you sell something. Profit is when you sell at a higher price than the price you have purchased it. So here for this we write SP. For this we write CP. For profit, your selling price must be higher than your cost price. So it is profit will be there only when selling price will be higher than cost price, plus profit is equal to SP minus CP. Difference between selling price and cost price is SP is your profit always. For loss, your cost price will be greater than your selling price. And the difference between cost price and selling price will give you loss. Getting it? Now let's come to profit percentage and loss percentage. Profit and loss percentage, remember it, both calculated over CP only. So profit percentage is nothing but profit divided by CP into 100. Getting it? And loss percentage is loss divided by CP into 100. Simple. Just remember the denominator will be CP. Now let's come to discount. Let's come to discount. After discount, first thing is this: price of something decreases. Remember it. After applying price decreases, and discount is applied over marked price. Remember it. Discount is applied over marked price. Marked price is whatever is printed over that product. So here the definition for this: mark price is also termed as list price sometimes. So mark price is whatever is written there over that product. And when you apply discount over mark price, you will see here. When you have, let's say, marked price, you are applying discount. After applying discount, what do you get? That is selling price always. Is it fine till here? Tell me in the comments. All right. So remember it. When you are dealing with CPSP and when you are dealing with mark price and selling price, in percentage we learned concept of increase decrease. So apply this concept when we are referring profit. It means we are selling something at a higher price. So it means profit is related to percentage increase and loss is related to percentage decrease, isn't it? And after the discount, when we apply discount, our value decreases. So that's why discount is also treated as percentage decrease. Getting it? Now, when you are dealing with CP and SP, CP will be treated as old value, which you were using in percentage. SP will be treated as new value. Getting it? When you are dealing with discount or MP, mark price and selling price, so mark price will be treated as old value and selling price will be treated as new value. Now let's see some examples of it. If you understood this much, let's see some examples of it. Question is, if CP of something is, cost price of a product is 800, profit percentage is 8%. Now tell me selling price of the product. Apply percentage only. Whatever I taught you for increase and decrease, apply that only. So the basic method for this question is, cost price is 800, so percentage is, profit percentage is 8%, so 8% of this is 64 only. So when you add 64, you will arrive at selling price. So selling price is 800 plus 64. Now I told you to treat cost price as old value and selling price as the new value. So what I'll do? I'll assume CP as 100%. So when profit is 8%, so SP would be how much? 108 percentage in this. Now what is given in the question? Question has given you 800, which is price of this 100%. It means value of this 100%. So from here 100% will be equal to 800. 1% will be 8, isn't it? They are asking you selling price, so that would be 108%, which is 8 multiplied by 108, which will give you 864 as your answer for the selling price. Tell me in the comments you got it or not. You got this concept? Okay, let's do another question. Just answer it. Let's say cost price is missing. You are given loss percentage, which is 20%. Selling price is 960 rupees. Now tell me value of cost price. So here CP is 100%, loss percent is 20, so you will write selling price would be 80%. In the question you are given selling price which is 960, so here 80% value will be equal to 960. So from here 1% will be equal to 12. Cost price is 100%, so that would be 1200 only. That is the answer for this question. I hope you got it, huh? Now let's solve some questions of PPT only. Whatever I taught you, it was written here. Tell me answer of first question. Fast answer it, huh? It's a simple question. It's a CP. It is your SP. Gap between CP SP is your profit or loss. Since cost price is higher, so here it is loss of 1000. Loss percent would be calculated over CP, so denominator will be 5000 multiplied by 100, and you will be getting 20% as the loss percentage, which is option B. I hope no one has a confusion in this. Now let's move to next one and answer it. Answer these two questions fast. Okay, let's see one by one. Let's do it with the unitary method first. So in unitary, we always take CP as 100%. So SP is 20% profit. So that's why SP would be 120%. So now value of CP is given in the question, which means 100% is given in the question, which is 500. So from here 1% would be 5. Question is asking you selling price, so which is 120%. So value of 1% is 5, so 120% is 5 into 120, which will give you 600 for this question. I hope you got it. Now let's come to next one. Here the CP would be 100%, SP would be 130. No, why not 130? Because here is the loss, so it is 70%. Getting it? CP 100% is given to you, it is 800, which means 1% from here is 8. Getting it? If 1% is 8, value of 7% is 70 into 8, which is 560. Now let's do it with another method which we learnt in the percentage. We learnt in the percentage that old value into 100 plus minus increase or decrease divided by 100 will give you what? New value. So old value here refers to CP, new value refers to SP. So here what I'll write? CP into 20% profit is there, so I'll write here 120 by 100 is equal to SP. CP is given in the question, so I'll write 500 into 120 divided by 100, which will give you SP. So 0, 0 cut, it will give you 600 for your SP. It is answer for this question. Let's come to this one with the same method. So I'll write 800 multiplied with 130 divided by 100. So our final answer would be, sorry, not 130 because it's a loss. So I have to write here 70. So it will be 560 as your selling price for this question. Okay, let's move to next one. Just answer it. Fast. Okay, let's see them one by one, with the unitary method first. CP is always your 100%. SP is always your, depends on profit. Profit is there, store of 20%. So that's why I'll write here 120%. In the question, you are given SP. So it means you are given value of 120%, which is 720. So from here, value of 1% would be 6, isn't it? Question is asking you CP. CP is 100%. If 1% is 6, so value of 100% would be 600. So that is the answer for the first question. Now let's come to next one. CP is 100% again. There is a loss of 10%. So SP would be 90%. Question has given you SP. It means 90% value is given to you as 810. So from here 1% is how much? 9. If 1% is 9, so cost price, which is 100%, that would be 9 into 100, which will give you 900 only. And with method 2, you will write like this. CP, here the profit 20% is there, so CP into 120 by 100 will be equal to your SP. SP is given it to you in the question, so CP into 120 by 100 is equal to 720. So from here CP is equal to 720 into 100 by 120. So from here your CP is 600. This question with the same method, you will write CP into loss is there, so I'll write here 90 by 100, which is equal to your SP. So CP into 90 divided by 100. So SP is given in the question, which is 810. So now let's come to this one. If we solve it here, so it will be CP is equal to 810 multiplied by 100 divided by 90. So finally CP is equal to 900 for the second question with the method 2. I hope you got it. Now let's move to next questions. Answer it. Okay, this is the question. Question says a plot is sold at this much price. This is selling price, huh? And this is selling price when owner is losing 50%, when loss is 15%. So they are asking at what price you should sell it to gain 15%. It means two selling price are there in the question. So how would you deal with it? You know that CP is always 100%. Now selling price 1. When you are selling it at this price, you are losing 15%. It means selling price 1 is equal to how much? 15% loss. It means 85%. Now in selling price 2 is 15%. Selling price 2 is 15%. It means if cost price is 100%, so SP2 would be how much? SP2 would be 115%. Isn't it? In the question you are given when you are selling at 15%, it is selling price 1. So it means it is given value of 18700. Getting it? 85% is equal to 18700. So you have to solve it first. So when you solve it, 18700, how much it is? 18700 divided by 85. %, is equal to 1870. So from here 1% is equal to 220. It is a value of 1%. Question is asking you when you are selling at 15% loss. It means 15% profit. So it means you need to calculate 115%. So the value of this would be 115%. From here would be 115 multiplied by 220. So which will give you 25300. I hope you got this question now. If anyone has confusion, type in comments please. Okay, let's move to next one. Answer it. It's a simple question. You can do it on your own. Okay, let's do it once. It's a simple question. Alfred buys a scooter at 4700 and spends 8800 on repairs. So it means total cost to Alfred for this scooter was 4700 plus 800, which will give you 5500. It was a total cost he paid for this scooter. Now he is selling for 5800, which means there is a profit of 300. Now this profit is over 5500. So when you convert it into percentage, so it is 11 times, and it is how much times? 60. So your answer for this question is 60 by 11 percentage. Okay, so finally let's end this stream here only, and the remaining part of your profit loss and the SICI will be covered in the next lecture. Next lecture will be in your either today evening or tomorrow morning. Either today evening or tomorrow morning. That depends how the days go, how the day goes. So finally, let's take a break from it. Thank you so much for attending this, and solve questions from your book as well as that PPT. Also, PPT are also shared with you. So solve all the questions from PPT as well as book. If any question you find difficult or could not solve, you can put it in your WhatsApp group. I'll solve it there, or anyone can help from your class as well. Thank you so much. Bye.